Hey everybody, welcome back to Ramskull Gaming's channel where me and Tom play game while we're deployed, and today we're playing 2500 points Skaven versus my new Tomb King's army. That's my first model I painted, right there, my Lich Priest, and a few other things that I got. I'm scratch building a couple of models. These just wanted to showcase the things that I had gotten in the mail here and purchased from people. Some of them came pre-painted, some of them didn't, and I'm working my way through that. So we're going to go ahead and knock this game out, and hope you enjoy watching it, because we enjoyed making it.
Got the Skaven army again, 2,500 points, jumping back up because somebody's feeling frisky. This guy over here.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Got the Doom Wheel as usual. Got my cannon, the Hell Pit, one brick of 40 slaves with 10 extra being marked because my box hasn't come in yet. Plague Furnace, the Plague Priest, he's got the Doom Rocket and the Flail. And then, of course, Plague Furnace, 40 Plague Monks. They have the Plague Banner in full command. Mr. Fell Chicken's back. He's got the Fell Blade on a War Litter. And a shield. Nope, no shield.
No shield.
40 Storm Vermin, full command with the Razor Banner. A Bunker Unit, 24 Clan Rats with the BSB, an Engineer, and the Gracier. The BSB is rocking a shield and the Storm Banner because it's useless in this game. Yeah. And then I got another brick of 50 Skaven slaves with a musician, and they have a musician as well, proxied by this banner guy because my shit still hasn't come in. Yeah. Rolled up Wither, Plague, Dreaded 13, Cloud of Corruption, Pestilent Breath and Warp Lightning on my 2 level 1s. And I'm about to kick the shit out of some Tomb Kings.
Yeah, that's what he thinks. Now for the Tomb King army, I'm just going to back it up because I got him facing me. I've got the hoarded out 30 Tomb Guard with the level 4 Priest with the Tally Preservation in it right there. She rolled Skull Storm, Righteous Smiting, Phase Protection, and the Desert Wind for her spells. And then I've got the Necro Sphinx, which is going to be fucking badass. And then I've got the Tomb Prince on the War Sphinx. And he's rocking something cool. Hold on. Okay, he's rocking armor of destiny and a great weapon. So he's doing our 4+ ward save. And then you got the Casket of Souls, 40 archers with the level 4 priest in it. I'm sorry, that was a Tomb Prince over here. That Tomb Prince is rocking some cool stuff too. Armor of Fortune, Flail, and Enchanted Shield. The wizard's actually rocking the Earthing Rod and the Golden Death Mask, which is kind of cool. Then you got 3 Stalkers that are going to be put into play under the sand, 3 Chariots with the Flaming Banner, full command, and 27 more Archers. So that is our armies. That's a little bit of a... Huh?
You didn't make the switch from the Flail? You left the Flail on?
I'm sorry, no, the Flail's... that was on a different list. That was on a different list. So that's our army. We're playing Dawn Attack, and because it's fun, and we want to have a fluffy, fun game. I mean, this isn't really fluffy necessarily, but we just made fun lists, and I got to play all my big stuff, and that's what really matters here.
And I just fielded everything I have for Skaven.
Yeah, yep. So we're gonna play that. I'm gonna get trounced. I'm gonna do what I can. We'll see what happens. But that's why we're playing Dawn Attack, so nobody has the tactical advantage over each other. And we'll see you at the end of deployment.
Alright, and we're back.
Oh, this is awkward. So we rolled up our little dice for each unit and see where they got placed.
Nice crotch, bro.
As you can see, I got scooted to my left side of the field, and he pretty much got center for everything he freaking got. So
there's my army and my Doom Wheel.
Yeah.
He got spread a little bit.
I got spread a little bit, so my Hierophant is a little off center, and that's not good. And we'll see what happens. But so my tomb guard over here, backed up by archers and the little fire breath dude, War Sphinx. Then I got my Necro Sphinx over here with my big archer unit, Hierophant, Casket, Chariots, and then my Stalkers are waiting off the field to do damage elsewhere. So we'll see what happens. And then for him, he's got his
Doom Wheel's over here.
Doom Wheel. Slave Brick, Bunker Unit, Hell Pit, 2 great units, Dick Stick.
The Dick Stick.
What did he call that?
The cannon is officially the Dick Stick.
Yeah, a dick on a stick.
There it is.
And then another bunker unit over here.
No,
so
that's just slaves over there.
Oh, that's just slaves over there?
Yep, slaves, monks and horde, storm vermin and horde with the warlord, priest is in the monks. Then there's the bunker with the Gracier, BSB, and the engineer. Hell pit, slaves, those 2 dice back there are extra slaves that I still am waiting to come in. And like I said, doom wheel over there.
Take a side pick. Why don't you take a side shot of the field real quick, like showing down the way.
Alright.
And he's gonna roll off for trying to choose who gets to go first. Otherwise, it's me.
There's the spread. We're gonna call this the grays versus the whites because that's not racist at all. But no, whatever.
It's not. It's prejudice, maybe. I would go with some prejudice.
Yeah, well, grays are gonna win, so it's okay.
Shut up. Here's a dice roll for.
Yep. Dice roll.
Nope. So
negatory.
Skeletons get to go first.
3 skeletons first.
Ooh.
See you at the end of Tomb Kings 1.
Yeah.
So let's recap Dwarf, or not Dwarf, yeah. Tomb King 1. Yeah. He did something pretty
epic.
Pretty epic and dirty.
Tomb King premiere video, which is kind of cool. I just wiped out, show him the dead rat pile.
He just wiped out 32 storm vermin and 9 clan rats, and then another 10 or 9.
18, 32.
Another 9.
60 rats. 40, 50 rats.
Yeah, he put his little skull vortex through the back of my ranks.
Skull stormed.
Skull stormed through the back of my ranks.
It was brutal.
I mean, it sucks, but there's still that nasty plague monk group there that he's not wanting to deal with. So
yeah. I moved everything up. He bannered first turn, right?
Yep.
Yeah. That's why I couldn't fly. So he bannered first turn, so the storm banner's on. I shot at his hell pit. Tried to wound it. I hit 8 times. Couldn't wound. It happens. So now I'm just looking down the barrel of the rest of his army. Feeling better now that I only have 1 serious combat brick to deal with.
Yep.
That makes me feel a hell of a lot better. But we'll see what happens. We'll see you at the bottom of Skaven 2.
Yep.
Or 1.
Yep. See you at Skaven 1.
Yeah.
2.
So Skaven 1.
Skaven 1. Yep. That's it, actually.
Zaps got a shot down.
Took out a chariot.
Tried to cast Plague. He dispel scrolled it. Everything kind of shifted up, kind of moving over. Still got to get my bubble hitting everything, but not quite there yet. Cannon didn't do shit. Doom Rocket, on the other hand, likes to just kind of drop 23 archers in one shot.
Yeah, so that whole big unit that was there is gone. So my Tomb Guard is safe though. That's a good day. That's a good day.
I roll 6, 6, 6, and a 2 for 20 inches. I was trying for 14 just to get right on top of the Tomb Guard and decided to just say goodbye Archer Pack.
Yeah, so you got 1 chariot and 24 archers. I mean, it's kind of a hand of
I think Skaven was pretty pissed about last turn. They're like, all right, motherfucker, let's do this shit now.
Yeah, let's do it, and it happened. And we're gonna go into Tomb King turns 2. See if these stalkers come on and what they're gonna do and where they're gonna come on, and yeah.
All right, see you at the end of Skaven 2 or
Tomb Kings 2. Yeah. All right, so turn 2 for the Tomb Kings. Interesting. I charged and failed by 1 inch to run it down because he fled, which is cool. 1 inch. I needed an 8 on 3d6.
That's what you said.
Picking the 2 highest, and that didn't happen. I auto-charged his hell pit with my Necrosphinx. We looked at each other. We said hi. I passed an initiative 1 test. It was cool. And then
they exchanged war stories, and they're actually good buddies now. Really they don't want to fight anymore.
I took what 8?
7.
7. I took 7 guys off of that with the archers. Magic was a dud. He dispelled / dispel scrolled everything, so the turn was a dud. I was trying to give everybody heroic killing blow, all his attacks heroic killing blow, which would have been awesome because I would have insta killed him last turn. So good thing he dispelled that. The casket tried to cast into his bunker unit, and he used a scroll. I tried to cast protection. He stopped it. He was rolling really high that round. I don't know why. I did a flame breath over into the slave unit, and they
11.
Yeah, got 11 models, so they fell apart, so they're not so slavey anymore. And my stalkers decided they wanted to misfire when they came on the field, so I rolled a 6, and we randomly rolled this table, and I decided to bring them on right here. So, not a whole lot going on, but not a whole lot of bad things going on either. Whittling down Skaven, which is always good, and I see him to turn top of 2 for Tomb King, so we'll see you after on bottom of Skaven.
See you after Skaven 2.
2.
Alright, so bottom of Skaven 2, and the Skaven decided to go fucking ham.
Start over there.
So he continued to flee, did not rally, so he's going to be off at the door next turn. The Fellblade decided to drop a fancy little, what's that called? Yeah.
Fellblade action. Oh, look what's dead.
Yeah,
Shit.
Fellblade just decides to hit on one guy and just go skadoosh.
Yep.
The slave brick took on the archers, and then I cast a plague into it and took out 20?
20. Yeah, no, 17, and I took out 20.
17 archers, and then the slaves blew up, whatever. Plague Banner decided to do some absolute work on some Tomb Guard, dropping another, 17?
Yeah.
The cannon put 3 wounds on the
War Sphinx.
War Sphinx, and then my slaves put a wound on the War Sphinx. Go slaves.
Animated Construct 5+ is not fucking awesome.
No.
It is bad.
All the spells didn't go off. Pretty much sums up the turn. Pretty decisive Skaven strike. Hopefully,
Yeah, both of our armies are looking mighty small on the table all of a sudden. Both Skaven bricks are gone. His brick's down. That brick's the only brick still standing, and
it's the mean one.
it's the mean one. So we'll see what happens.
I'll see you at the end of
Tomb Kings 3.
Tomb Kings 3.
Yeah, 3, and everything's already off the
3
table.
and
Just
everything's
about.
already just been destroyed.
Just destroyed. All right.
All right.
Thought the Skaven was up. There's Tomb Kings 3, and apparently the Tomb Kings aren't just kind of knocked out yet.
They're not fucking done yet. Okay, so Chariot auto fled the Doom Wheel off the table, so they did their job. They got their points back almost. They tried to charge the Storm Vermin. They failed. Bad. So they're just sitting there waiting for a Hell Pit to charge into them, which is gonna suck. These guys, the archers shot. I got the incantation of Righteous Smiting off, and I just took out his Warlord. I only did 2 wounds, but I only needed to do 2 wounds, so that was all good. I bubbled Protection and Smite, and I got Smiting off, and I regrew a bunch of wounds over here, which was just enough to make me win this combat, because I charged my War Sphinx in and he wasn't able to wound it. So I Thunder Stomped, I Thunder Crushed. I just took out a shit ton of models. It was brutal. So otherwise, everything's going pretty well for me this game. This unit's not done yet. They're still sitting.
They're trying to come back.
They're coming back. They're bringing it back, and that's all that's really happening right now. But yeah, Tomb Kings are on the rise.
Let's see how they handle another Skaven turn, though.
Yeah, another Skaven turn, bottom of 3, and we'll see you at the end of that.
All right, so another eventful turn.
Start over here.
So these guys rolled in here, put 2 wounds in the chariots. They lost 2 wounds themselves, washing the combat res though.
Yep.
Hell Pit took out 10.
8 or 10. Didn't take any wounds himself.
Yeah. So
Didn't really do anything. Just standing there looking at each other.
He's looking left to demolish that soon here pretty soon.
Yep.
Unit pretty soon. The Plague Monks are down to 1 monk and the Furnace with a Sphinx in there, but I was able to get rid of the Tomb Guard unit.
Otherwise, yeah, he's that combat over there is stupid. I've still got these guys. They haven't done much of anything yet this game, but yeah, we'll see what happens there.
Alrighty.
And that over there, and this over here. Not a whole lot. We don't have a whole lot of points left on the field, each of us. He's still got his big bad brick over here, but that's about it.
No, that's not really that bad. It's just a bunker that's
Has a lot of points in it.
has a lot of points in it. Yes. Hopefully you can't get to them too easily.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you at the end of turn top of 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4, the stunning revelation towards the end of it.
Well, okay, so did some combat over here, killed another guy or 2 or whatever. He killed some more wounds. I'm staying there. I crumbled 1. Nothing happened. I'm tying him up. Good for me. This combat over here, a lot of wounds were done. I steadfast, did nothing. He did some wounds. Awesome. I regrowed some wounds. I got my protection off. I got Righteous Smiting off again. Keep regrowing wounds on my hero over here, but can't regrow a wound on my goddamn Sphinx because I'm still not close enough. Tried to move these guys in closer to start doing their
Harassy.
Their gaze on him. Couldn't get him in close enough, so his bunker unit's hidden behind some nice terrain. So there's nothing I can do. So we're pretty much sitting stuck over here. The whole model's in a challenge with my lord, and I just need to roll a 6 to insta kill his plague priest, and I had yet to do such a thing. So we're just sitting beating heads against the wall right now.
Yeah, that whole Furnace mount is currently in a challenge, and that challenge is going nowhere.
Fucking nowhere. So yeah, we're not doing much of anything, and we'll see you at bottom of Skaven 4.
Yeah, see you after Skaven 4.
We're done with Skaven bottom of 4, and a lot has happened. The Hell Pit.
Chariots down.
Yeah, Chariot's down. Hell Pit
down.
finished the archers with a little plague help.
Finally got the Prince over there.
Finally got the Prince with the fuming attacks, wrecking ball attacks at the end, right?
Yep. Sphinx is still on the side of it. We really don't. We need to get a clarification on the rules of how the furnace works because
No models
there's
left in the unit.
models pushing it, and there's no priest on it. But the rulebook doesn't say anything about it just crumbling or going away, and it's still engaged in close combat from a flank. So I mean, I can't turn and face him, so I can't get my Rector attack into him. I can't get. The only thing it's going to take is Fuming close combat, and then the Plague Monk Cruise attacks. That's how I think it is, but I think that's how we're going to play it out this time. I mean, it's pretty much toast next round because it ain't got much left to it anyways, but really not sure on how that one works.
Yep, as for the rest of the field, not a lot going on. Some archers left, my Hierophant, his Hell Pit looking snazzy right there, his little brick back there, his cannon. We're going on the top of 5 here, so not a whole lot left to do on the board. Everything's centered over in this side of the field. And yeah, we'll see when we're done with 5.
Yep. Tomb King's turn 4, this bloody battle.
So I bubbled protection. The old War Sphinx battle thing over there is happening, but it's not happening. I put 1 more wound on it, and that's it. I'm regrowing archers that started out at 3 after getting hit with that damn rocket, and they're back up pretty big now. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They're at 13, so I've regained 10 models, which is kind of cool. Bubbling the protection every turn. And I tried to shoot at Hell Pit, of course nothing. That makes sense, right? And I tried to cast a spell. He stopped it by like 1.
On 2 dice.
On 2 dice. Hell Pit was totally out of range. All he needed to do was roll a nice high leadership, and Hell Pit would have died. Would have been great. But that's it for Tomb King's top of 5, and we're gonna see you at the bottom of 6.
It's my turn to 5.
Oh, bottom of 5, yeah.
Bottom of 5 next.
Yep, go for it.
See you after that. Recapping Skaven turn 5. Moving these guys over for a little bit of points denial. Move the Hell Pit back in so he can get in there and do something next round. Furnace finally fell down, but not before I was able to get the damn Sphinx.
You don't get his points until that model dies.
I gotta kill this bitch so he can easily just run him away and the points deny me, which is probably what he's a dickhead and do.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of points.
Fortunately, he can't move very fast.
No fast movement for the Tomb King. So there's not a lot going on in the field right now.
It's all right here.
It's all right here, and yeah, right there, right there, right there. Cannon in the back.
Right.
Not a whole lot going on, but we'll see you at the bottom, at the top of turn 6 for Tomb Kings.
Tomb King 6.
Getting close to the end of the game here.
Cool. Quick recap of Tomb Kings turn 6.
6, yeah. I maneuvered everything over, bubbled phase, rigor 4 more archers, moved these guys straight into his face, got 18 hits, rolled
0
6s.
6s.
0 6s. Rolled 17 shots into him, got 1 wound, he rolled a regen. And so everything's bubbled and protected and everything, but yeah, this last turn's gonna hurt a lot. Like a lot.
See what I can do.
Yeah, I'll be scraping to hold on to a draw this game.
See what Skaven can do turn 6. Finish it up.
Bottom of 6.
Skaven 6. My Hell Pit was not able to finish off these guys. Needed to pass a 4 leadership or have them completely crumble and die, and he rolls a goddamn 4.
4 archers survived.
4 archers survived at the dreaded 13th, so he points denies me there. And
everything else survives. So yeah, we're about to tally up points, and then I'll recap it at the end with y'all, and we'll talk about how the game went and what the heck I did wrong and this and that. And it was just super bloody the whole time.
Bad.
Super fun. So happy to have the Tomb Kings on board. So
finished off the premier game of the Tomb Kings against the Skaven.
Yeah, it was. We learned a lot of rules. Learned a lot of things happening. So I'm now a better Tomb King player because of this game. So
and we know how to modify his list to make it literally disgusting.
It's gonna happen. You'll see it in another 2,500 point fun game. Make it a lot. It'll be more competitive. But we're gonna wait for Lizards, I think, because it should be here tomorrow. So
yeah, Lizards should be here tomorrow. We're gonna get to put all of them together, and then I'll be able to do some skinky things.
Very skinky things. Yes. Let's see things we messed up on in the game.
When I targeted the plague against the Tomb Guard unit that was engaged with my Plague Monks, I actually did more damage to my Plague Monks by a significant amount. That
it's like 20 to like 3.
It was really bad.
Yeah. Papa's word says for the win.
In hindsight, I should have just dropped the toughness with Wither,
did a lot more wounds with the Plague Monks in general, and then they would have had a lot more models, and I would have been, you probably would have grinded me down. It would have been over. So that happened, and that sucked for him.
Yeah, that was just a little mix on my part. I mean, it was a fun game, and I was just trying to get a feel for. I'm just now starting to switch over to using Plague Magic with the Skaven. I've been using Ruin a lot.
Yeah, Dreaded 13th.
I mean, I used Scorch and Dreaded 13th. That was like my go-to. Now I've been trying to get a hold of Wither and Plague more because
They're just sick.
they're just really fucking good.
They're just nasty. That's a Plague is just a stupid spell. Stupid spell.
He just doesn't like it when it goes on his fucking archers.
Yeah, toughness 3, man. That just sucks. 50% kill rate. I mean, that's just a bad day all around. And my bricks are so big, it's just killing so many. And I mean, I'm getting back up in the numbers, but just not fast enough.
Yeah, he does rebuild. That's why the magic denial is a big thing that I have to do. Skaven's just not really built for magic denial. I have a dispel scroll and then I have a level 4.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, against 2500 when I have a Slan who's re-rolling dispel attempts, who's adding dispel dice on 3 channels, 3 channels of 5 up. So he by himself is going to be adding on average 1 dice a turn.
On average, yeah.
On average.
Another dice a turn, yeah. I mean, he's re-rolling the dispel, so the little spells that I roll and you only try to dispel with like 2 dice, you can re-roll and maybe get, more often.
Well, it's the first dispel every turn.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, you could throw 2 dice at it and just be like, oh, it's a low number, I'll just redo it. Okay.
Yeah.
So, it's going to be an interesting game against the Lizardmen. Different. My list is already changing. It's already going to change. Obviously, the Stalkers, those guys, they didn't do much that game at all. Actually, I don't even think they caused one on the help pit.
Yes.
Right.
No, I think I saved it, but
maybe you saved it. Maybe
I took a wound from the archers. I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they did 0 wounds the whole game.
Mostly because they just got in the wrong way. If I could have put them where I wanted them, right behind the bunker unit, shot the bunker unit, and then maybe even charged the bunker unit, I would have been just fine.
Yeah.
But I had to roll a mishap because that's what my dice decided to let me do today. But I mean, we're definitely putting Necropolis Knights in.
Yeah,
6 of them, entombed beneath the sand with full command. They're going to come on raging into the back of some unit and just rip it apart.
And you got the Hero Titan that's coming in.
Hero Titan, yeah, he's going to.
And then the big thing that was missing, probably the big breaker of the game, to be honest, was the Screaming Skull catapults
and a lack thereof.
Yeah, with those, his list is just over the top. It's just we played one game before. It wasn't a very good game. That's why we decided not to take it, because it was literally like just sitting around for a couple turns doing nothing.
Yeah.
Mostly because in the first turn he dropped my helmet and my cannon. So all of a sudden it's okay. Well, I just have to get to you now.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was funny. Yeah. So I think I just wanted to play all my big monsters and some of my new units that I got, and I just wanted to see how they worked. I mean, we still tied at the end of the game. We're only like 100 points apart. They have 100 points over me. Yeah. Very common between our games. It's just funny. We have grind matches, which is good for publicity. So,
well, I mean, against the dwarves, it was getting to the point where it was either it's 100% lopsided one side or it's 100% lopsided the other way.
And so far, we haven't had a game where we haven't drawn.
Again, yeah, with Tomb Kings, yeah.
Tomb Kings have drawn every single game. We have not.
They have not recorded a loss yet.
They have not recorded. There was no. I didn't lose them.
No, they haven't recorded a loss at all.
Yeah, exactly. So I have yet to lose with the Tomb Kings, but I have yet to win too. So 3 games in. Only 1 recorded on video, but the other 2 were just stupid.
Well, actually, the second one.
The
first one was really bad. It was just really bad. And then the second game, we decided to just have a fun game because both were a little bit like after the game. Mm-hmm. And then we played the second game, and the second game was an absolute blast.
Yeah, devils were dying and just.
Both of his wizards got sucked into the warp on the same turn.
I was upset about that. Yeah.
It was a fantastic game. I wish we would have recorded that one, but it was nice to just get a game that we didn't record and just play. Yeah, that was nice.
That was nice. So, Tomb Kings overall, feeling fancy with them. Got a really nasty 2,000 point list that I think is going to do really well. Definitely going to play test the hell out of it. I'm going to have him play my dwarves, play his Skaven, play his lizards, and then when we get back home, I have 3 more armies to play tested against. So
you got demons,
high elves, and well, that's it.
Vampire counts if you get it.
Oh, vampire counts if I pick those up right away. So we're gonna have most of the range of the Warhammer fantasy world in our cabinets. So
one thing we don't have that's really good and competitive are Warriors of Chaos, which I'm still
debating on getting.
Still debating on getting.
I think you should.
I mean, my only thing against getting the Warriors of Chaos, well, we're here. First off, I really can't afford to have more models here. I already have
I'm even
300 plus fucking Skaven models here.
Well, that's not unusual for a Skaven army, though.
It's still a lot to fucking carry.
Yeah, it's a lot to carry with no carrying cases, and then we got to transport them back and/or mail them. I plan on mailing. I'm gonna mail a tough box.
Probably gonna mail them all together.
Yeah, I'm gonna mail them in my tough box to my buddy and pick them up right when we get home. So no time lost.
Yep.
So we're gonna keep pushing games out. We're gonna keep having fun with the Tomb Kings a little bit. See if maybe we'll throw a little dwarf action at it and a little lizardman action at them. Play the heck out of them, just to get a good feel for them.
Yeah, I'm really excited for the lizard here because I feel like I have a pretty not really innovative list, but I have a very different list that I've seen from a lot of people. Monstrous creatures are fun and awesome, and Lizardman has some really awesome models for monstrous creatures, but I don't think monstrous creatures are very competitive.
No. Not with so many dwarf players showing up and the new wood elves coming out with their little true arrows, and they can just pretty much do whatever they want every turn, and they're running around shooting all day. You're just not gonna get a monster where you want it.
If the monster doesn't have flying, and it's just you won't be able to get to the wood elves at all, and it's just gonna get blown away by any cannons. Which cannons are what? Warriors of Chaos, Empire, Dwarves.
What's that channel I just followed today?
Sustainable Center.
Sustainable Center. He does list reviews. So I'm gonna send up my 2,000 point list that I feel is optimized the heck out of. I'm gonna send it up to Sustainable Center and see what he thinks about it. Put it up there, and maybe more people will see Tomb Kings and be like, "Well, they're not so terrible," because nobody plays Tomb Kings apparently. So everybody's really surprised. Everybody's really surprised.
I feel the same thing with the lizards, because I mean, the only lizard players I see are people that are brand new to the game that don't know how to play. And hey, look at me! First army I bought was lizards, not because I thought they were awesome, didn't know how to play. But now, actually, after playing some games with dwarves a while back, and realizing that stubborn in my Saurus brick is kind of a big deal, and that I can get it pretty easily with a couple of little
items
tweaks.
or people, persons or whatever. I think we're going to do a lot better. Lizards are going to do a lot better than expected. So, again, keep watching for the new battle reports coming out. We're trying to put one out, at least one a week. That's a pretty easy number for us right now, and we're going to keep doing things.
I'm going to make this guy do an escalation league here real quick for what we're here for his damn Tomb Kings, because they're white.
I'm not painting them here.
They're white.
No, they're getting airbrushed and dipped. I need to buy like a Vallejo dip or something like that for this. So we're going to stop rambling. If you like it, subscribe it. If you don't, why don't you tell us about it? Oh, if you don't like Big Red, then fuck you. Right? And we're just gonna keep doing what we do, and if you like it,
Pepperidge Farm
tell us about it. Pepperidge Farm members. So thanks for watching Ramskull Gaming. For me and Tom, we're signing out. We'll talk to you later.